Ekiti State Government has declared as null and void the appointment of over 2,000 workers employed into the state workforce by former Governor Ayodele Fayose after the July 2018 Ekiti Governorship Election. Commissioner for Information Muyiwa Ulumulua, who said the state government decision which sacked the workers followed submission of the report of the committee set up by the state government to review the irregular appointments made into the public service between 2014 and 2018. The over 2,000 workers were employed after Fayose's People's Democratic Party lost the governorship election to the All Progressives Congress. Olumilua, who addressed journalists on Thursday on the outcome of Wednesday's State Executive Council meeting, said the affected workers who had been warned earlier against participation in Fayose's last-minute appointment exercise could participate in the next recruitment. He said that the governor, Dr. Kayode Fayemi, had directed the head of service, Ayodeji Ajayi, to collate all available vacancies in the civil service with the overhead implications to enable the state government to prepare the recruit suitable and qualified Ekiti citizens into the public service, irrespective of the party affiliations.
Okay, when you get a job, there's a letter of appointment, regardless of the process that brings you there. The civil service, private organizations, immediately you append your signature to the letter of appointment. It actually seals it and says, yes, it is signed and sealed, and that's it. Oftentimes, we don't talk about the process. It's two ways. The state governor may have erred in the sense that these people provided proof of employment, properly signed by the past governor, handed over to them, which is actually indication of the authenticity of the employment. So if they're able to muster enough courage and the resources as well as the expertise regarding employing a legal representative, they could dwarf him at the court because they have their letter of employment. That's on the one hand. The second part would be the due process that actually ensures the fitting of square pegs in square holes, which is what we should always talk about. If 2,000 employees are within the state government and they are incompetent, that is going to cause a setback to what is intended by government. That's another part. Now, the third part, the economic implication for both the state and the people themselves. When 2,000 people are out of your employ, it tells you first that you're going to spend less money than you were spending for them. But when 2,000 people are jobless, it creates an economic burden. The capacity to spend, which means that 2,000 persons could have been able at the end of every month to spend some money, which would mean patronage to businesses and all of that. It won't be there any longer. So it is a mixed bag of positives and negatives. But now let's look at the governor. The governor has a vision. He has an intention. He feels that as I'm on board now, there are past things that shouldn't be there because I want to get my administration right and serve my people. But he must also remember that when you do anything, the might is not always